Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, January 18th, star date 2014. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always. Wicked awesome. It's Cinema Saturday featuring Star Trek Voyager. Yeah! Today's outstanding episode is brought to you by our good friends and my good man Dylan Richardson of thesportstuff.com. The Sports Stuff, check them out on the Facebook, like them, and go to thesportstuff.com on the internet that Al Gore invented. And by golly, we talk sports, have a lot of fun, lots of great folks on there. Dylan Richardson, awesome guy all the way, and a wicked hardcore Chicago Bears fan. Stop Bears! Stop Bears! Well, by golly, folks, we got a lot in store. We got a lot of babes of the day, lots of hunks of the day, and a whole lot of info. If you are a Trekker or Trekkie like my man Justin Dimmitt, Big McLarge Huge, who did countless hours of prepping this episode for you, the viewer, Justin, a love doctor salute to you, and let's hope my Patriots beat your Denver Broncos tomorrow. We shall see on there. With that said, I am parched. So by golly, time for a beer consumption apparatus. Hey, Marseille Provence, friends? Sure, why not? And for you, Justin Dimmitt, you can't have a Star Trek episode without your favorite beer, right? Guinness Draught, of course. 4.2% out of Dublin, Ireland. Good stuff right here. We all know how awesome it is. And of course, a proper beer opening apparatus, proper technique. And listen up, folks. Because boy, oh boy. 45 degree angle right into the beer consumption apparatus right over the keyboard because I'm just that damn good. Haven't spilled a drop yet. Never have, never will. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, they say in Germany. Goodbye, as they say in Japan. Straight solid A on this one, baby. All right. We have got a ton of birthdays. And since we have a whole bunch of hunks and babes of the day, we're going to do today's show a little bit differently. We're going to start off with some music. We're going to start off with a hunk of the day. And we're going to roll out them bare birthdays. So let's bring out a song for Robert Duncan McNeil. Our first hunk of the day on Beer and Song of the Day. There you go, Robert Duncan McNeil. And of course, technical difficulties. What's new? I always have them. I hit it. And let's try it again, shall we? That's better. Happy birthday to my good friend and former babe of the day, a total sweetheart, stunningly gorgeous. You remember Terry Lynn Toll, don't you? Terry, happy birthday to you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And I know you're going to enjoy the show. And I hope you've had a phenomenal birthday. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. Celebrate like it's 1969 minus the acid. Cheers and beers to you. And folks, if you don't remember Terry Lynn Toll, go through that Babe of the Day album. Because I'm telling you, she is gorgeous. Yes, you are, Terry. Our next birthday goes out to my good friend, Teresa Reinhardt. Teresa is a lovely lady I have yet to meet in person. Someday I hope to. And I worked with her wicked awesome daughter, Jennifer, down here in Yeehaw, Texas. Otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. And Teresa, hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure chatting with you. A real sweetheart of a lady. Absolutely awesome. And happy birthday to you. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, my man Ken Smith. He is a Mafia Wars guy like me. We love whacking schmucks and schmuckettes. Great way of getting rid of pent-up frustration, you know. And you go on the Mafia Wars and you whack a few fools. Right, Ken? Well, Ken, happy birthday, my friend and brother. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, a set of twins. January must be the month for twins, I swear. Well, I've known these two young men since the day they were born. I remember when they were born. One of them at 5 o'clock in the morning, the other at 5:45 in the morning, January 18th, in the year of our Lord 1982. My good friends Joe and Will Costa, wonderful, wonderful guys, live 2 houses up from us, Midland Ave, Vineyard Haven, Massachusetts. Joe, Willie as I always called you, he goes by Will now. Joe and Will, happy birthday, guys. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I know you're going to watch. I know the two of you are going to watch. You guys are phenomenal. Fine, outstanding graduates of Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 2000. Wow. I can't believe you guys are in your 30s because I remember the day that the two of you were born. You're making me feel old, guys. Well, Joe and Will, happy birthday. Have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. Celebrate like it's 1969. Minus the acid. Cheers and beers to you both. 1 and 2. Robert Duncan McNeil, huh? How about a happy birthday to a badass crew dog that I work with down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma? My man, Quentin Moran. Quentin, what up, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. That's right. You remember me, the Love Doctor. That's right. And Quentin, I'm sure you're partying hard right now, as I expect you to. Brother, happy birthday. Have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. And would you look at that? Yeah, lucky bastard. How about a happy milestone birthday to my man Mark Zoldos? He fixes engines for a living. I work with him down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as West Louisiana, same damn state. And Mark, you're no longer a teeny bopper. How awesome is that? Wicked awesome. Méchant génial. French for wicked awesome. Well, Mark, brother, party hard and enjoy. And happy birthday to you. Hey, 1 more year you can legally have one of these like me, huh? Yeah. Too bad you're not in jolly old England. You could do it now. But either way, cheers and beers to you. Have a wicked awesome day. And hope you enjoy the show. And always a pleasure chatting with you. Next on the list, the lovely Amanda Jolliffe. I know her from jolly old England. I worked with her wonderful husband and GCS posse member, Jeremy, a.k.a. Jolly Green. Oh, yeah, Jolly Green Jolliffe. That's right. Amanda Jolliffe, hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a while. Drop me a line. Let me know how life's treating you. And happy birthday to you. And Jeremy, you better spoil your better half, brother. Take it from the Love Doctor. Gotta make mama happy. Because a happy wife makes for a happy life. Well, Amanda, have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Oh, I'm so sorry about the lousy camera. Not a whole lot I can do, folks. Not a whole lot I can do. But it's all about the delivery anyway, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Well, hey, how about a happy birthday to my man Alan Karsten, another Mafia Wars guy. Alan, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure helping each other out, whacking fools out there. And Alan, have a wicked awesome day. Cheers and beers to you, and celebrate well and enjoy. Next on the list, like I said, lots of birthdays today. My man Richard Pruill. Richard, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Was that the last picture? I do believe that's the last picture of our, yep, show enough is. Okay. Well, Richard, another Mafia Wars legend. This guy is phenomenal. And Richard, you are. And hope you have a wicked awesome day. And happy birthday to you. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, Cher Plus. Cher, born the same exact month, day, and year as Richard. How about that? I don't know if you knew that or not. Well, now you do. And see, on Beer and Song of the Day, it's all about learning new things. And Cher, great having you as a member of the Mafia Wars crew. Cher, happy birthday to you. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. And the next birthday goes to my good friend and engine repair girl. Awesome lady, great leader of men and women in it that I know from jolly old England and down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Northern Mexico. The one, the only, Barb Stevens. Barb, what's going on, girl? Happy birthday to you. I know what you're doing right now. Probably partying it up as you should. Do what I'm doing. I'm going to party with you, Barb. Have a wicked awesome day and party hard and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Always a pleasure hearing from you. And I hope you enjoy the show, huh? Let me know how your birthday went, huh? The final birthday of the day goes to my own cousin, Trina Whitmore. Well, she married into the Whitmore family, which is tied in with the Karras family. Therefore, you're a cousin. Trina, happy birthday to you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And hope you're getting spoiled well. I'm sure you are. Because the whole... Hey, anybody linked in with the Karras family? We always treat each other right, because that's what it's all about. Well, hey, happy birthday, Trina. Have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Ooh, that burned the nose hairs a bit. Mm-hmm. Well, well, well. It just dawned on me that I forgot to do something. I think. See, on my show notes, I've come to realize, I do believe, I forgot to get those trivia questions on here that we had the other day. A little late for that now. So, don't you worry, because Lisa Shrewsbury, I'm going to make it up to you on Sunday's show, and we will mention the Star Trek Voyager trivia that you nailed perfectly. So, hey, Big McLeod's huge. Just think. Your favorite show is going to get mentioned 2 days in a row, buddy. And who knows? Maybe I'll be talking about a Denver Broncos victory for you on tomorrow's show. I hope not, but we shall see. In the meantime, I do think it's time we bring out our first babe of the day on Beer and Song of the Day. What do you think about that? And how about we bring out a lady that's been featured before? Because you can't have Star Trek Voyager without Captain Janeway. That's right. Kate Mulgrew. There you go, folks. We got a song for her, don't we? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B, because you got stuff for everything. So here we go. Kate Mulgrew. Captain Janeway. Yeah. Captain Catherine Janeway. And, of course, Robert Duncan McNeil. We know him as Lieutenant Tom Paris. Paris, France? Sure, why not? All right, I know it's Marseille, but close enough. It's in France. Let's start talking a little bit of Star Trek Voyager, because it was launched in the year 2371. The Intrepid class Federation starship USS Voyager was a ship built to return to Starfleet's founding principle of scientific exploration. It was fitting that the ship's captain, this real hottie right here, Captain Catherine Janeway, rose up through the science ranks rather than command. On the ship's first mission, while departing Space Station Deep Space Nine, which required it to find and capture a Maquis vessel that disappeared into the treacherous Badlands, the crew of both Voyager as well as the Maquis ship it was pursuing were swept clear across the galaxy and deep into the Delta Quadrant, which Jen looked too happy about that. This was the doing of a powerful alien after being known as the Caretaker. The 70,000 light-year transit cost the lives of over a dozen crew members. Ugh. Captain Janeway was forced to destroy the massive alien array that housed the remains of the Caretaker. In doing so, she saved an alien race, the Ocampa, but stranded Voyager and the crew in the Delta Quadrant. So you gotta take the good with the bad, folks. Now, united is a common purpose. The surviving Maquis rebels joined with Janeway's Starfleet-trained crew on Voyager. Though a journey back to the Alpha Quadrant would have taken more than 70 years through unknown and treacherous territory, the crew of Voyager was well served by Janeway's skilled leadership and their own steadfast determination. Ultimately, Voyager returned to the Alpha Quadrant in 7 years. Wow! That's wicked fast. 7 years as opposed to 70? Hell yeah, I'll take that. Otherwise, I'll be killed. Ha! Of course, the crew's return home was far from boring. Voyager made first contact with over 400 completely new species in the Delta Quadrant, discovered links to Earth's early space exploration history, utilized and even pioneered new technologies, all the while engaging in countless other adventures that would astonish the mind. Distant origin. Ooh, hey, what do you know? Shirtless, digging it. Show us more, you MILF, you. The crew encountered species ranging from the violent and ruthless Kazan. Whoa, she looks old there. Interesting. Hey, even old she looks good, huh? Right, Big McLeod's huge? Yeah. The phage-afflicted Vidians, the colorful Talaxians, and the ephemeral Ocampa. The crew's other encounters included run-ins with a temporarily sophisticated Krenim, the predatory Hirogen, the toxic Milan, and the scheming Hierarchy. The crew picked up passengers along the way, including the wily but extremely resourceful Talaxian Neelix. Oh, we love Neelix. He would serve at times as Voyager's ambassador, morale officer, and even head chef. This guy could do it all. Along with the Ocampan telepath, Kes, who was parting gift to the crew, used her powers of telekinesis to thrust Voyager 9,500 light years closer to Earth. Closer to the Alpha Quadrant. There you go. Captain Janeway looking pretty damn good there. Most memorable, however, were Voyager's repeated clashes with the dreaded Borg. Borg, that's always a bad name. While each encounter posed grave danger, Voyager was able to prevail every time. Hey, good always beats evil, right? At one point, Janeway actually negotiated with a temporary peace with the Borg when they perceived a common threat in a mysterious alien species from fluidic space, Scorpion. At other times, she was able to liberate Borg drones from the Borg collection, including 7 of 9, Mizari, Azan, Rebi, and Icheb. Hope I pronounced that right. ICHEB. Don't worry, Big McLeod Huge will tell me where I'm wrong, because he is the biggest trekker in the universe. Other instances pitted Voyager against not only the Borg, but also against the Nightmare's Queen Borg herself. Better known as Queen Bitch, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Several years after Voyager's disappearance into the Delta Quadrant, Starfleet Command learned of the starship's fate. Subsequently, the Pathfinder project was created. Hey, I'd like to find her path, huh? It was a Starfleet communications project that attempted to communicate with Voyager through the Midas array via micro wormhole in the Hydrogen Communications Network. Thanks to the hard work and enthusiasm of Lieutenant Reginald Barclay, the communications technology improved to a level whereby contact could be made on a regular basis. See, in 2377, the crew was able to receive monthly data streams from Earth that included letters from the crew's families, tactical upgrades, and news about the Alpha Quadrant. I'll drink to all that. All right. So, how about another Robert? Why not, right? Robert Beltran, you say? Eh? Absolutely. There's a lot of Bobs in this movie. There's 3 Roberts. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy? How about Robert Beltran? Why not? There you go. Commander Chakotay. Chakotay. Commander Chakotay. Yeah, don't mess with this guy. He'll have you vaporized. Now in 2378, Voyager made a triumphant return to the Alpha Quadrant under the guidance of Starfleet and the Pathfinder project by utilizing and then destroying a Borg transwarp hub. And after a turbulent trip, a celebration was held in honor of Voyager's return back home. There you go. Now, let's get to some celebrity birthdays real quick as we enjoy some more pictures. And also, let's mention the fact that there's not a lot of celebrity birthdays for today, so that's okay. But we do have Oliver Hardy, of course, Laurel and Hardy, phenomenal comedy duo back from the silent days on through the talkies. Oliver Hardy, born on this day in 1892, passed away in 1957. Former hunk of the day on Barron Song of the Day, phenomenal actor, ladies' man all the way, Cary Grant, born on this day in 1904, passed away at the age of 82 in 1986. And then we got Danny Kaye. I can't help but think of Clark W. Griswold and Danny F-Bomb Kaye saying that in Christmas Vacation, but Danny Kaye was a phenomenal actor, comedian, great guy, born on this day in 1913, passed away in 1987. Dave Bautista, any wrestling fans out there? Dave Bautista, pride of Washington, D.C., born on this day in 1969, 45 years old today. How about Kevin Costner? Huge baseball fan like me, Kevin Costner, 59 years old today. And a badass all the way. Just like Robert Beltran. Badass. Jonathan Davis of Korn. 43 years old today. Wow. Now, I met Jonathan Davis back in 1999. Where? Los Angeles Erotica Porn Convention. I shit you not, folks. I met him at a porn star convention. Yeah, it was a lot of the adult film stars from way back in the 50s and 60s all the way through. Pretty cool. Jonathan Davis, quiet guy, nice guy, not a bad dude at all. And Jonathan Davis of Korn, happy birthday to you, buddy. Great meeting you at the LA Erotica Porn Convention. A lot of great sight that day, huh? Damn right. Ooh, hello. A.A. Milne. You know who he is. He wrote Winnie the Pooh, as I like to call it. Winnie the Pooh. A.A. Milne, born this day in 1882, passed away in 1956. Julius Peppers, famous with the Carolina Panthers and now the Chicago Bears. Stop Bears. Badass defensive end. 34 years old today. Camera's not doing this one justice. And then we got Ted DiBiase, senior milestone birthday, 60 years old. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Wrestling fans like me, well familiar with him back in the day. Money, 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 money. That's right. Hey, how about David Ruffin? Legend with the Temptations. Phenomenal 60s Motown vocal group. David Ruffin, phenomenal talent. A little bit of a head case, unfortunately, too. Born this day in 1941, passed away much too young at the age of 50 in 1991. Incredible voice, David Ruffin, indeed. Mark Messier. Any fans of the Edmonton Oilers, New York Rangers? Oh, yeah, that's right. Mark Messier, center number 11, won all those Stanley Cups with Wayne Gretzky with the Oilers. Mark Messier, 53 years old today. Hall of Famer, big time badass. Wow, Robert Beltran. Dude, you look weird there, brother. Yeah, I hope I don't look like that when I get older. Yeesh. I'd blow my head off. Nah, I wouldn't do that, but you know. How about Daniel Webster? Oh, I can't help but think of the devil and Daniel Webster when I hear that. Daniel Webster, legend, born this day in 1782, passed away in 1852. And then we got Bobby Goldsboro, famous for the 1968 tearjerker classic song, Honey. Bobby Goldsboro, 73 years old today, and the final birthday for the day. I got a 1959 Topps baseball card of this guy, his second year card. Curt Flood, St. Louis Cardinals outfielder, born this day in 1938, passed away in 1997, but he's most famous. Without him, we would not have free agency because he refused to trade to the Philadelphia Phillies in 1969. And it was a case that went all the way to the Supreme Court, and despite the fact that he lost, it did open the door for free agency. So Curt Flood, that's a huge contribution to baseball. Without Curt Flood, we may not have free agency today. Think about that. Empty as a brain cells on average Yankee fan. Better get more reinforcements. How about a beer I have yet to feature on Beer and Song of the Day? Yazoo Brewing Company out of Nashville, Yeehaw, Tennessee, otherwise known as Southern Kentucky. Yahoo Pale Ale. I do not have a percentage on this one, but I will research it later, so when I update the album, we will see what it is. I want to say it's around 5%, though. Might be a little less than that. I know it ain't 3.5 like the one I had one day, but we'll see how the Yazoo Brewing Company Pale Ale is. 45, proper beer opening apparatus, proper technique. Here we go. 45-degree angle right in the big Sumption apparatus right over the keyboard, because it's that damn good. Haven't spilled a drop yet. Never have. Never will. Again, I say, cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, they say in Germany. Goodbye, as they say in Japan. Ooh, that's a pretty good pale ale. I like it. Big B on this one. Let me try again. Yep. B. Badass. Bodacious. Definitely. Hey, how about we bring out another song, huh? And another babe of the day. Well, we were seeing her already. Roxanne Dawson. How about her? Let me get to her. I'm working it. Patience is a virtue. Oh, yeah, the lovely, gorgeous, wicked, awesome Roxanne Dawson. Honey, I got a song for you, sweetheart. There you go. See, Roxanne Dawson. We loved her as Lieutenant Bilana Torres. Bilana Torres. Sorry, I don't roll my R's very well. That's my wife, not me, okay? Squeeze me. Roxanne Dawson, wicked hot. Boy, oh boy. Squeeze me. Hey, you know, there's a lot of things that happen on Star Trek Voyager. Lots of cool facts and stuff like that. Let's get to some of them now. When auditioning for the part of the holographic doctor, Robert Picardo was asked to say the line, "Somebody forgot to turn off my program." He did so, then ad-libbed, "I'm a doctor, not a light bulb," and got the part. Very nicely done, Dr. Picardo. Ha ha. Roxanne Dawson used to be known as Roxanne Biggs Dawson. Glad she got rid of the hyphen. I hate hyphenated names. Like George Carlin says, the late great George Carlin always says, pick a frickin' last name. Except he does it in a more F-bomb fashion, of course. Genevieve Bujold was originally cast to play Captain Janeway. But a few days into filming the first episode, she abruptly quit. Wow! Yeah, I bet she regrets that decision, huh? Quitter. At one point, several male actors read for the role of Janeway. In the event, Paramount had cold feet over casting a female lead. Among the actors who read for the part, Nigel Havers and Gary Graham. I think they did the right thing. It was about time for a female leader. I mean, you'd already gone 3 shows in a row without one, you know. So I think it was the right thing to do. Hudson Leak, or Leak, L-E-I-C-K, Callisto from Xena Warrior Princess, and Claudia Christian, Susan Ivanova from Babylon 5, both read for the role of Seven of Nine. Oh, 7 of 9. Ooh, we'll get to her later, folks. Tim Russ was originally considered for the part of Geordi LaForge in Star Trek The Next Generation. How about that? A Star Trek tie-in to another Star Trek tie-in? No surprise there, right? Kate Mulgrew, Robert Beltran, Tim Russ, and Robert Duncan McNeil are the only actors to appear in every episode of the series. Now you know. Oh! Roxanne bald. Oh, say it ain't so. Each of the 3 live-action Star Trek series after the original Star Trek has had a cameo appearance by a character from its predecessor series in its premiere episode. See, Star Trek The Next Generation had Dr. McCoy. From Star Trek Deep Space Nine had Captain Picard, and Star Trek Voyager had Quark. Voyager also had William Riker, Deanna Troi, Reg Barkley, Geordi LaForge, and Hikaru Sulu in guest appearances, and footage of James T. Kirk appeared in Deep Space Nine. They all tie in, folks, see? Kind of like the Pointer Sisters were singing, we are family. That's right, and that's how you gotta look at Star Trek. Kind of like family, you know? The Doctor's name was originally going to be Dr. Zimmerman, after longtime Star Trek production designer Herman F. Zimmerman, but this was dropped. Several early episodes, however, identified the character as Dr. Zimmerman in the closed captions. Ooh, I didn't know that. It was later established that Zimmerman was the name of the Doctor's programmer, and the character appeared in episodes of Star Trek Voyager and Star Trek Deep Space Nine. The real last name of actress Jerry Ryan also happens to be Zimmerman. Wow, didn't know that either. That is really neat. Jerry Ryan. Yeah, we'll get to her, baby. Just before Star Trek Voyager began, Tim Russ had made several various Star Trek appearances. Russ appeared as a human crew member on the Enterprise B in Star Trek Generations. He also appeared in Star Trek Deep Space Nine as a Klingon in the episode Invasive Procedures, and as a member of a terrorist gang stealing explosives from the Enterprise D in the episode of Star Trek Next Generation, Starship Mine, in which he suffered a nasty demise. Come on, we're more electronic device difficulties here. Oh, were we talking about Tim Russ? We'll get to him shortly. Don't worry. That's the last picture of Roxann Dawson. Aww, bummer dudes and dudettes. But I'll drink to her because she's finer than a new set of snow tires. Bob, we're Dr. Bob. How about bringing out another Robert? This guy is a riot. We love this guy. The Doctor, of course. Robert Picardo as the Doctor. This guy is hilarious. And I'm a big fan of the guy. And I think we need to have a great song for him. Robert Picardo. Hook it up, brother. Hook it up.
Somewhere in that totality known as the universe is a galaxy called the Milky Way. Tucked into the corner of that galaxy is a planet named Earth. On that planet is a city called Mantua.
Now, there are only 6 characters to play the same character on 3 different Star Trek series. Jonathan Frakes as William T. Riker, Marina Sirtis, who we know as Deanna Troi, Armin Shimmerman as Quark, John DeLacy as Q, Michael Ansara as Kang, and Richard Poe Gol-Evek. This is the only series in which all 6 appear. How about them apples? Ah, yeah, Robert Picardo. Doctor, we love you, man. The man can sing! That just make you feel good. Yeah! Oh, you don't want me singing, don't worry. Now, Robert Duncan McNeil, who plays Thomas Eugene Paris in this series, also appeared in the Next Generation episode Star Trek: The Next Generation as Nicholas Locarno. Yeah, Locarno was originally supposed to be on Voyager instead, but various legal issues, like having to pay royalties to the writers of The First Duty, for every single episode of Voyager, Locarno would appear in made the idea unworkable, so they turned him into a different character. Tom Paris's background and personality were based in part on Locarno. How about that? Dark picture. There you go. Oh, I'm digging the robe there. I want that robe. Big McLarge Huge, give me that robe as a gift from one brother to another, huh? I like that robe. Wow. How come you don't own that robe, or do you? Come on, Big McLarge Huge. You've been a fan of Star Trek since you were a fetus. Why don't you own that robe? You've been hunk of the day a few times on our show. Look at that. The Doctor's surrounded by beauty, huh? Lucky bastard. Now, Robert Picardo, who plays the holographic Doctor, also played a holographic Doctor in Star Trek First Contact. Tim Russ, Kate Mulgrew, Robert Picardo, and Ethan Phillips are the only 4 Voyager cast members to appear in any of the Star Trek movies. Mulgrew had a cameo as the newly appointed Admiral Janeway in Star Trek Nemesis. Picardo and Phillips both had cameo appearances in Star Trek First Contact, with Picardo playing the EMH of the USS Enterprise E, and Phillips playing a maitre d' in a holodeck program. Tim Russ appeared in Star Trek Generations as one of the officers on the bridge of the Enterprise B. And look at that, the Doctor even has an ash chin. How about that? That's right, a butt chin. So professional looking. Very nice indeed. Doctor? 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 Ah! Ha 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 ha. Love me some Robert Picardo. This dude ain't no joke, folks. Yippers. So yeah, anyway. Thus far, all 5 Star Trek series have featured at least one character who is the first of this species in Starfleet. Well, that's pretty cool. In Star Trek Voyager, there are 2. The holographic Dr. EMH and Icheb Bernali Borg, Neelix Talaxian, Cass Ocampan, and 7 of 9 human/Borg. half Borg, half human. They also served specific functions on the ship, but they were never formally inducted. EMH in the house? Well, folks, let's roll it right on to Tim Russ, shall we? Uh-oh. My daughter is back. I hear her from downstairs. Almost bedtime for that kid. Come on. See, Tim Russ, we know him as Lieutenant Commander Tuvok. Tim Russ. There you go. And it's only fitting that we bring out a song for him. See, we got music for everybody. Gotta have the right music for the right occasion, It's the right thing to do. And, of course, more technical difficulties. What's new? Come on. It's not playing. Uh-oh, this could be a problem. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. Lots of technical difficulties. And I just dropped my pod. I love this song. And you should too. Tim Russ, baby! There he is. A good remake of a phenomenal Beatles classic. Tim Russ, Lieutenant Commander Tuvok, sporting those Spock ears, of course, as I like to call them. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let her be. Now, early in planning, Michael Dorn's character of Lieutenant Worf from Star Trek The Next Generation had been suggested as being part of the Voyager crew. The idea was dropped when Dorn chose not to pursue the role. However, he did continue to play his Worf character on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, as well as in Star Trek Generations, Star Trek First Contact, Star Trek Insurrection, and Star Trek Nemesis. But apparently, he got shot down for Star Trek Voyager. Most interesting. Jeri Ryan. She turned down the role of Seven and Nine 4 times. She only accepted the part after repeated lobbying by executive producer Jeri Taylor. How ironic that they both have the same first name, Jeri, Jeri. The number 47 pops up many times on computer screens, serial numbers, dates, and so on. Another dark picture. This tradition was started by writer co-producer Joe Menosky and was soon picked up by the rest of the production team. Menosky said that he chose that particular number because when he was a graduate student at Pomona College, the professor of mathematics, Donald Bentley, proved as a joke that all numbers are equal to 47. So now you know how 47 came along. Now the character of Ensign Samantha Wildman was named after a real person, the little girl who died tragically in an accident. Interesting. The girl's organs were donated to save the life of the wife of episode writer Jimmy Diggs. The real Samantha loved animals, so Ensign Wildman was cast as the head of Voyager's xenobiology department. It's a pretty touching story right there. That's pretty cool. Turn tragedy into triumph, that's what it's all about, folks. The Paramount soundstage where the majority of the Star Trek Voyager interiors were located was condemned and demolished following the completion of filming of the series finale in 2001.
Thank you very much, man. Very good.
Star Trek The Next Generation crew quarters, transporter rooms, and portions of engineering were the only sets that became part of the USS Voyager following filming of Star Trek Generations. All other TNG Enterprise sets were demolished. Ah, boy, I bet my admin Big McLarge would love to have pieces of those sets. Whoa, Tim Russ. Well, boy ain't playing. He don't play that. Now, Star Trek Voyager was the first official program to hit air on the United Paramount Network, UPN, during its inaugural season in 1995. Of all the programs that were part of UPN's inaugural season lineup, including Pigsty, Platypus Man, I forgot about that one, Marker, Nowhere Man, and Legend, Voyager was the only show to last more than one season. Boy, that's pretty sad. Legend starred John Delancey, who played the popular character Q. Upon the conclusion of the Voyager's 7th season in the series itself, UPN almost immediately began to air the next Star Trek spin-off series, Star Trek Enterprise. I'll drink to that. Yepers. I know what you men are thinking. Where's the babes? Oh, we got babes for you. Don't worry. How about another babe? With those famous Vulcan ears, we drool over the lovely, gorgeous, wicked, awesome Jennifer Lien. L-I-E-N. Is it Lien or Lean? She played Kes, 1995 through 1997. And by golly, I think we need to find a song for her. So let's play it, shall we? Sure. Hello, baby. Well, look who's here.
Oh, you're still doing your show, thank goodness.
Yes, I am. I know. Saturday night, Delilah, and here we go, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Hi.
Hi, Delilah's here. We're doing Star Trek Voyager.
Wait, are the Patriots losing?
Patriots play tomorrow.
Oh. Because Aubrey and Kayla lied to me then.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. Don't worry. Let's see. Like its predecessors, the series used the large filming model of the starship where the show takes place. It wasn't until the last few seasons that a computer-generated starship replaced the 6-foot model. Nevertheless, the USS Voyager, seen in the opening credits, which date back to late 1994, is totally CGI.
Hey, Daddy.
Computer-generated imagery. Oh yeah, from yesterday's, remember our milestone 2-year anniversary show yesterday?
Yeah, and it turns out, yesterday was also one of my favorite YouTubers' birthday.
Oh, was it? Who?
It was Sky Does Minecraft's birthday.
Skyless Minecraft?
Sky Does Minecraft.
Oh, Sky does Minecraft.
Hi.
Hi! That's my daughter, little Princess Delilah.
I just forgot to mention it yesterday because I don't think I was on the show in time.
It's okay. It's all good. 7 of 9's full designation is 7 of 9. Tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. I agree. 7 of 9 works for me. Now, this is the only series whose title sequence remained unchanged throughout its run, aside from one casting change, which was the replacement of Jennifer Lien as Kes with Jerry Ryan as 7 of 9. And the changing of Roxanne Dawson's name from the original Roxanne Biggs Dawson to Roxanne Dawson, as we mentioned previously. Now, the character ranks were also dropped from their names later during the series run. 709's real name, as revealed in an early appearance, is Annika Hansen. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Wow, you really love Star Trek Voyager. So does Mr. Justin Dimmitt, huh?
Well, actually, I don't really know about Star Trek Voyager.
Well, he does.
I just like blowing on the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. Jennifer Lien. Ooh la la. I don't know about you, but I love Dr. B digging that, y'all. So let's finish off some more pictures of her, eh? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Canada indeed. Hey, had to have a Canadian shout out eventually, right? Come on. Wow, she looks old there. Older and bolder, you say? Oh, I don't know about that. Squeeze me. And that's it. Jennifer Lien Kess. Sadly, only on for a couple years. That lovely smiling face. Well, you know, I think it's time we bring out our next hunk of the day on Beer and Song of the Day. As we bring out... This guy's pretty cool. I like this guy. Garrett Wang. He's got a Wang for his last name. Wang. Garrett Wang. How about, hey, we got a song for him too, don't we? Sure, Dr. B. Reverend Dr. B.
I'm gonna go get on the computer.
Better hurry. Hurry up. Wicked fast. Yeah, we know Garrett Wang. Ensign Harry Kim, of course. Harry Kim, you say?
Look at Patches. He got a fur cut.
Oh, he got a fur cut today. Yay! Wait, yeah. That's right.
It's Saturday. Oh, I'm stuck in the sweet spot. Wait, never mind. He has multiple sweet spots. Look at him.
He's bald. Nice mustache and eyebrows.
He went from fur ball to bald ball.
That's right. In some early episodes, Neelix is seen training with Tuvok in ship security. The writer's original intent was for Neelix to get a Starfleet commission and join Tuvok's security staff full-time. But this was eventually dropped. Although in the alternate timeline of the Year of Hell, Neelix does become a Starfleet security officer. Interesting. Beautiful, beautiful song. Don't mess with Harry Kim. He'll wreck your world, folks. Yeah, she knows what's up. He knows what's up. Yeah, baby. Now, the Star Trek crews from all the Star Trek series were ranked number 2 in TV Guide's list of the 25 greatest sci-fi legends from the August 1st, 2004 issue. I wonder what number 1 was. Lost in Space, maybe? I don't know. Look at that. You know, Delilah plays clarinet, too. Too bad she ran off. Before the premiere, it was announced... Boy, what a ladies' man. It was announced that the male Native American dancer, Chakotay, would have a wolf as a spirit guide and would be seen frequently during the series. However, the wolf never appeared. Though we did get to see Captain Janeway's and learn comedically that B'Elanna Torres tried to kill hers. Captain Janeway's birthday is May 20th. In case you were wondering, folks. If you didn't know that, now you do. So when May 20th comes along there, Big McLeod Huge, I'm sure you're going to let me know. Not many people would know that, but he would. In the opening credits of the first episode, the character's name Tuvok is not identified with a rank. in order to not give away his identity as a Starfleet officer working undercover. In later seasons, rank designations were removed from the character names except for Janeway. Well, we know her so well. I mean, come on, right? Wow. Garrett Wang, where he's an old Wang. Interesting episode that must have been, where they all were all old. In the series finale Endgame, the character named, Janeway gives Tuvok a picture of the Voyager crew. The picture is in fact a 5th season promo photo issued by Paramount Pictures. Very interesting. Very interesting, you say. All right. I'll drink to that. Folks, it's time we bring out our last hunk of the day for today. Lots of meat on the show, aka men. So if you're a lady that loves the men or a man that loves the men, this show is definitely for you. As we bring out, I remember this guy in the TV show Benson. Ethan Phillips as Neelix. Of course, you gotta have Neelix. Can't have a show without Neelix and Ethan Phillips. How about some music for you too there, buddy? Ethan Phillips, legend all the way. In the season 3 episode Future's End, there is a gray figure on Rain Robinson's desk in the observatory. This figure is of a Talosian who, in the pilot of Star Trek from 1966, The Cage, which that pilot's from 1964, by the way, of the race that took Captain Christopher Pike captive. Also, she has a model on the SS Botany Bay standing on her windowsill, a ship which, according to Star Trek, Space Seed, was launched during the Eugenic Wars in 1996, the year in which the episode took place. That's pretty cool. Wow, look at that, will you? My goodness. Little Deep Space Nine look there. Tom Jackson was offered the role of Chakotay, but turned it down. Boy, I bet he regrets that. Anthony Montgomery, who would later play Travis Mayweather on Star Trek Enterprise, auditioned for two different roles on Star Trek Voyager. One such role was Sek, who was Tuvok's son. In the episode Q2, Q and his son Q2 are played by real-life father and son team John Delancey and Keegan Delancey. That's pretty cool. Michelle Forbes, who had played Ensign Ro in Star Trek Next Generation and turned down the chance to continue the character in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, was invited to return as Ro in Star Trek Voyager, but once again turned down the role. It is speculated that the character of B'Elanna Torres was developed as a result. Well, I'm sure she enjoyed that, B'Elanna Torres. The USS Voyager's warp core is the exact same one that was used for the warp core of the refitted USS Enterprise in Star Trek The Motion Picture, Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan, and Star Trek III The Search for Spock. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Neelix thinks so. I think so too. All of the Talaxian names of people and places contain the letter X inside of them. Neelix, Dexa, Brax, Elixia, Talax, Renax, etc. I'm willing to bet that if my buddy Big McLarge Hughes ever has a kid, he'll put an X in the name. Why not? There's at least one reference to each of the other 3 Star Trek series that have been made. Star Trek Enterprise had not yet been developed. Throughout the run of the series, okay, there are several references to Captain James T. Kirk, and at least 2 more to Dr. Leonard McCoy, both who, as we know from the original Star Trek. There are at least 3 references to Starfleet conflict with the Borg at Wharf 359, as well as several references to the Captain Jean-Luc Picard, all from Star Trek Next Generation. There is also a reference to the domination of the 4th season episode Messages in a Bottle, which ties into Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Even though Star Trek Enterprise was made later, Ensign Kim was once mentioned the colonization of Mars in 2103. This colony was the setting of the Enterprise episode Terra Prime. See? Everything ties together like I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Eh? Oh, Canada indeed. We love you. Oh, look at that. Boy, he loves her. Eh? Lucky bastard. Neelix, you dog, you. Yeah. Neelix, legend. And he knows it too. Yeah, just chilling like a villain, chilling like a felon, huh? And look at that emblem, will you see? All set up for the show. And I'll drink to that too. So yeah, we've gone through a lot, folks. We're over an hour. An hour of power for all you Trekkers out there and Trekkies out there. And sadly, my good friends Rob Stannard and Stephanie Carpenter were unable to make it. It would have been awesome if they could have, but what are you gonna do, huh? Forget about it. Let's bring out something hot. Real hot. Damn hot. You can't complete an episode squeeze me, of Star Trek Voyager without the amazing squeeze me. Yeah, I'd like to her to squeeze me with her babies. If I was single, of course. Jeri Ryan. We know her. We love her as 7 of 9, baby. Oh, yeah, we do. And she deserves some good music with her singing. How about that? Yeah. Aww. A fitting end to an amazing show indeed. Because, see, actress Jeri Ryan plays the character of ex-Borg drone 7 of 9. In the TV series Dilbert the Gift, Jeri Ryan portrays the voice of the 7 of 9 alarm clock. That's pretty funny. Captain Janeway's first name was originally Elizabeth. After Kate Mulgrew replaced Genevieve Bujold in the role, the first name was changed to Catherine. And that's the right thing to do. No, not at all. The intended name for the EMH Dr. Zimmerman was said to be named after Star Trek art director Herman F. Zimmerman. Makes sense. Whew, look at that body. Look at that bodacious tatas, huh? Now, it was also pointed out that the name Zimmerman was roughly the German translation for man of the room, which the EMH essentially was. Or to describe a person not leaving one room, literally translated room man. A Zimmerman is a carpenter, a maker of rooms, if you will. That's pretty cool stuff right there.
Where were we? Ah, yes. My latest adventure in Paris.
You know, Chakotay was the first Native American character to be featured regularly on a Star Trek series.
Excuse me.
B'Elanna Torres was Star Trek's first regular character of Hispanic or Latino heritage, and was also half Klingon. And Tuvok was the first full-blooded Vulcan featured as a main character. Post-elementary.
In North Africa and Schmidt in Poland.
He is a formidable military strategist, notorious for his cruelty.
Oh. Let's make him feel at home. Send him a bottle of Chateau Latour. My compliments.
The 29.
Airing on UPN, the first Star Trek series since the original to air on network TV, as opposed to first-run syndication. Very, very interesting. That I didn't even think about. Wow. That's right, all the others were syndicated. Next Generation and Deep Space Nine were syndicated. Oh, no, it can't. Mary Warrenov had not auditioned for the part of Captain Janeway, but she dropped out of the running to focus on movies. She has since admitted that she regrets not pursuing the role. Yeah, you don't. People don't. Only certain folks like me know who Mary Warrenov is. Okay, Mary Warrenov. She's been in some B movies and stuff like that. People know Kate Mulgrew because of this show. Okay, Mary Warrenov. You done gave yourself a mini little GFY. Yippers, you sure enough did. This series helped launch and serve as something of a flagship program for the United Paramount Network. This was not the first such attempt, as such in the late 70s, Paramount announced plans to launch a new television network with a Star Trek revival series as its flagship show. Wow, I did not know that. The original Paramount Network never materialized, but the proposed Star Trek series laid the groundwork for Star Trek the Motion Picture and served something of a basis for Star Trek The Next Generation. So all that led to 1979 Star Trek the Motion Picture and on to Next Generation. That's really cool stuff, folks. Really cool stuff. Amazing how it all ties in together. Look at that body, will you? According to Garrett Wang, he and executive producer Rick Berman did not get along. Wang wanted his character Harry Kim to be promoted from his lowly rank of ensign, but Berman refused. Berman also refused to let Wang direct episodes. The first actor in the Star Trek franchise to have his request to direct turned down. Wow, no shit. Wang was going to be fired after the third season, but after Wang was featured in People Magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People, the producers decided to keep him and fired Jennifer Lean instead. They shouldn't have fired her either. I didn't know she was fired. Bummer. Glad they didn't fire Garrett Wang, though. That's cool. As part of its kickoff, UPN distributed microwave popcorn packets with special card inserts describing the nascent network and Voyager. This prompted some to quip that it was the United Popcorn Network. Ha! I might have to remember that one. Look at that body. Woo! That's it. That's our last babe of the day. That's our last picture of the day on Beer and Song of the Day, eh? A sad day when it has to end. One more fact from this show. Captain Janeway is the only character from this series whose fate we never learn of after the series ended. Janeway was promoted to Vice Admiral sometime before Star Trek Nemesis, as she makes a cameo appearance in that movie. Vice Admiral. Pretty badass. Well, folks, it's been a long one, but it's been a damn good one. And recording this when I haven't slept for more than 5 hours in a day since Sunday, and it's late Saturday night, this is insane. Actually, technically, it turned into early Sunday morning now. So, call it a 2-day show, if you will. And Delilah was right when she said, yeah, back on Saturday. Because, see, my kid's wicked smart. She's wonderful. And, folks, it's time to slam the rest of this here beer. Empty as the brain cells of an average Patriots fan. Just kidding. How about that, Justin? You wish, right? No. Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Ha! Just because it's your special show doesn't mean I'm going to call myself out, you jackass. Love you, Big McLeod Huge. No homo. And right now, I want to mention before I end the show that our lovely lady admin who is single, I hope she gets the mingle because she's on a date and it's great. So, go get him, Gidget. Kelly Floyd, we love you, girl. And, folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, time to make like a fetus and head out. So everybody take care. Wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. Might spray you drink. Or you might kill yourself. Or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Lakers fan. That's pretty dumb. Or men slamming women. Or animal abuse. Or racism. Or people to watch on bets. Or fake friends. Or anybody that supports, defends, or is a member of the Westboro Baptist Church. Things like that are just plain stupid and definitely deserve a big, fat GFY. Folks, I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow for Patriots, Broncos football, 49ers, Seahawks football. Go Patriots. Go 49ers. We shall see what happens. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.